Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Megan, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
All right, we're very excited to get you on the show. So let's get the show on the road. To let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience, maybe starting off with what is your role in the business, Megan?
Certainly. So my name is Megan McKinley. I work in New Brunswick, Canada, and I actually run a team of myself, and I have 3 other agents, and I also have our cyberbacker, Christine, as well.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the business, by the way?
I have been in real estate for 11 years.
Wow, 11 years, a lot of experience right there. Now, I want to know, how did you know about Cyberbacker? Did you hear from us on social media, through our website, or did someone refer you to us?
Yeah, so when I first started hearing about Cyberbacker, I'm with Keller Williams, and Keller Williams, of course, they promote Cyberbacker big time. And I was actually recommended by 2 colleagues in another office that they had cyberbackers that they were using, and it was really beneficial to their business. So that's how eventually I thought, okay, I had an in-person admin. It didn't work out, and then I eventually had said, you know what, I'm gonna do my research on Cyberbacker.
So, being partnered with your cyberbacker, is this your first time working with someone virtually, or did you have experience before Cyberbacker?
No, this was my first time with anybody virtually. The pandemic has changed how many of us work. So it certainly has been my first. We've all had to learn to be more virtual. So this is definitely my first time with a virtual assistant.
All right, so your first go with someone virtual. I want to know, how's the experience going so far, being partnered with your cyberbacker?
Yeah, so it has been an extremely beneficial thing for my business. We lucked out right off the bat with the perfect fit for our business. She sees our goals, she understands what we're trying to do with our business, and she's totally tapped in. So even though she's not here, she really has become a huge part in we call ourselves a family, and she's become a huge part in our family.
Now, hearing you say that your cyberbacker is part of your family, your team over there, is really something awesome for us, because that is what we strive for. Now, I'd like to know more about your cyberbacker. Christine, can you tell me something about her, let's say personality-wise?
Certainly. You know, I did struggle a little bit when I was looking for a cyberbacker because I'm relationship-based. So my entire business is based on relationships. So I did struggle, honestly, with the fact of having a virtual admin because of that relationship, whether or not I was going to be able to ground with somebody or to find a common ground with somebody. But she's been so fabulous. She's funny. She's outgoing. Like, she really has molded well into the team. You know, sometimes I never know what's going to come out of her mouth, and she catches me off guard and makes me laugh all the time, which at the end of the day, we spend a lot of time together. So you should be able to laugh and have fun on top of, working at the same time. So it's been a fabulous fit for us.
I agree with you there. Now, I can already feel that this partnership, this relationship that you have with Christine, your cyberbacker, is just going great then. Am I right?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to know what got it to this point to become a successful partnership. What made it a successful partnership, Megan?
Absolutely. You know, Christine and I have this conversation often, like why does it work so well with us? I would say the biggest thing is we include her in all parts of our business, in our decision making, in our growth plan. She's included in that. So for us, she's just where she's not here. She's just as much an equal part of our team as if she was here. So I would say for that is that the other thing is I do my best. You know, they come trained, but I've also done a ton of extra training as well, because I want her to have as many tasks, or and her job is to remove tasks from me. So the more I can train her, to me, that's only more beneficial to both myself and her. So
yes, of course, benefits you to, of course, save the time so you can focus on growing the business, and benefits your cyberbacker by her growing as well and learning a lot, right?
exactly.
Now, my next question is still about your cyberbacker, Christine. So what are the things or the tasks that she does for you in the business on a daily basis that really help you grow the business?
Certainly. So she manages the majority of our social media. So minus the, the personal things that we have to be putting out there, but she manages our social media as a whole. She's also always out there searching for things that we should be implementing into our business. What's working well for others that we should be implementing into ours. I am not a tech-based person. That's not my strong suit, but she is. So it works well for us. She manages my calendar. She, schedules showings for me. She also manages all of the listing side of things for me as well. So listing paperwork, scheduling showings for our listings. And then she also does all of our database management as well. She really, I have her doing a wide range of things, but at the end of the day, real estate is ever evolving. So I think it's very important that that person or that role that you are looking to fill, they have the capabilities to do whatever, us as realtors here on the ground need from that cyberbacker.
So basically the capability to adapt to any kind of situation.
Exactly. And she's so good at that. Like sometimes my brain is the type of brain that kind of goes all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
So I can throw an idea at her randomly and I say, stop what you're doing. I need you to focus on this. And she rolls with the punches really well, which works well for me because I know sometimes that can be a challenge for some people to be removed from one situation and thrown into another.
Yes, of course. She's very growth-minded. Now, speaking about growth, you mentioned earlier that Christine is a part of your growth plan. So, of course, her growth is not going to stop. She's going to continue growing. So, what are some of the new things that you're considering to have her do in the future for the business?
Certainly. So right now we're really working on our operations side of things. My team grew really quickly. So she was really thrown into something that I didn't necessarily have my systems in place yet. So she's been a key part of us building those systems and, making sure we're building the operations manual. We're building the system so that anybody who joins our team in the future, it's a seamless addition. So going forward, that's my plan with her is that as soon as we have anybody new that comes onto our team, it's a smooth transition.
Of course, that's very exciting because, again, more growth for her, that means growth for you in the business, right? Now,
certainly.
My next question is a bit tough. Every partnership have challenges, right? Now, I want to know, what have been some of the challenges, or let's call them growth opportunities that you've had working with Cyberbacker?
In the market that we are currently in, things are extremely fast-paced. So at times I've found it challenging where we're on opposite time zones is one thing that can be a challenge. But honestly, Christine has made it a point to let me know that if something comes up where if she's not on the clock, so to speak, she is still available, which was huge for me in hiring and looking for a cyberbacker. Again, I needed somebody has as much invested or has the idea to have much invested as I do in my business, where we are a growing team. So I would say that would be the biggest challenge that sometimes I struggle with is, okay, she's on a different time zone and reaching out to her and not knowing whether or not she's awake or if she's, sleeping at, depending on the day.
Yes.
So that I would say for me has been the biggest challenge is the time zone thing and whether or not it's appropriate or I should be reaching out, after she's off the clock if something emergency comes up.
But so far, aside from the schedule, nothing else then?
No, honestly, if I throw something at her, she has been willing to take on the task. If she doesn't know the answer, she goes and gets the answer or finds the answer, which to me is huge because, especially in the market, we're in a fast-paced market, there's certain things that I don't necessarily have the time to help her with, but she's been able to go get the information for herself, which is huge for me.
Yes, of course, someone who's very proactive in a way as well. Now,
certainly.
I have one last question for you, Megan. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners. So what piece of advice would you be able to give them when they're partnering with their very own cyberbacker?
Absolutely. The biggest thing that I can recommend is including that cyberbacker, like I said, as part of your family, as part of your team. Sometimes we forget that relationships can develop virtually as well, or we find it challenging. But in today's day and age, we have all of the tools that we're able to create that relationship. And I would allow your cyberbacker the freedom to grow within your business as well, which I give Christine total freedom to do that and to bring ideas and to feel like she's included in our growth plan. The other thing would be is to continuously train them. You as at Cyberbacker, they have an extreme amount of training. And so I every day am looking to make sure that I'm continuously training her so that she can better fit into our business.
Yes, again, growth is very, very important. Now, I forgot to tell you, Megan, that Christine is listening to us right now. Would you want to give her a quick shout out or any messages you'd like to give to her on the show right now?
Certainly. Again, I'm so grateful that we found Christine, and she is a huge part of our family and in our business. And, every day I try my best to make sure she knows that every day that she's really appreciated and that we're so grateful to have her on our team.
We are very, very excited to see where this partnership would be in the next few months and, of course, the years to come. Megan, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.